What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Prot Warrior tanking guide in which I actually make a video. For those of you who have no idea who the hell I am, my name is Onelegend, Toxic Reaper, Factor Dog, amongst a million other names. And today I am here to bring you guys some 5.3 tanking awesomeness. Now I planned on doing this one for a Pandaria one quite a bit earlier, but it just didn't happen. So I apologize for that. Now, for those of you who have seen me tank before, or have known my style of play, basically I'm just going to update you guys on what the exact going-ons of Warriors is of now. So let's dive right into it. So as you can see, I am 544 item level. Obviously it's not equipped due to the fact that I am wearing a 497 trinket. So let us go over the main gemming of our gear. So basically stamina is God right now. The reason behind that, you may be wondering, why is it not parry, why is it not dodge, why is it not mastery? Mastery is shit. Plain and simple. Mastery is shit. The reason behind that being is because shield block, if you were to use it, yeah, mastery would be a little bit better. But at the moment, mastery is crap for us. It doesn't scale anywhere near as well as it did in, say, let's go with Dragon Soul, where you were up in the 60% of mastery, or of block, and it was actually, you needed it for CTC cap, right? And that was that whole thing about CTC cap, was you needed it, and if you didn't have it, you were fucking up. Not the case anymore. And also, you may be wondering, why is dodge and parry not within 2% each other? Well, that's just because the gear is fucked. There is literally nothing you can do about it. You could gem for dodge if you really want to, if you want to look like an idiot. Feel more than welcome to do that. Don't suggest it. But if, just so you guys know, that's just how it works at the moment. There's a shit ton of parry on a lot of the gear, not a lot of dodge. My reforges are actually, or on Reforged Light, is hit, or sorry, expertise, hit, dodge. That's all that I have it reforged to. So that I'm trying to get as much dodge out of my gears so DR doesn't fuck me up the ass too much. So yeah, as you can see here, let me go over my gear. I have the legendary gem for stamina and damage reduction. People suggest, or I've heard that tanks are taking the crit gem just because the damage reduction is unreliable, they say. I don't believe so, due to the fact that it's chance on being hit. So if you're being hit and you get the damage reduction, you know what, it doesn't matter, you're getting hit. That's the whole point. You're taking less damage. So obviously if you're tanking, I would say 100% use that gem. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This was just so I could reach expertise cap, so I put that in. I got the bonus. Why the fuck not? But as you can see, stamina, parry stamina, 90, but because of the 90 stam bonus, I just figured why not. And it's the legendary cloak. So as you can see, item level 608. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. I figured I would start getting a little bit out of stamina and try to pick some others up. So I did pick up some parry and some mastery. Mastery is shit, yes, but it is still somewhat usable. Keep that in mind. So here we go. Stamina. Parry stamina, because 270 stamina is a little bit too hard to pass up. More stamina, and more stamina. And of course, more stamina. Now, you may be wondering, why the fuck are you using a piece of shit trinket when you have, I mean, I have a heroic Thunderforge Fortitude of the Zandalaris sitting here. The reason is because stamina is going to give us more than mastery will. You'll be able to take more hits, and just that in general allows you to do that. Now, a lot of the fights, say Hordon is a good one. Tanks take a shit ton of damage. We just take a lot of damage, most of which is unmitigated. Well, not, sorry, I take that back. Not unmitigated, but it's just a huge hit. So like when you're on the last phase of Hordon on Heroic, he just hits like a truck. Just absolutely truck. And if you don't have the amount of health like that I do, because I'm at 104k unbuffed, that's absolutely ridiculous. And I still almost die on that fight. So keep that in mind, that stamina for Warriors right now is king. And most likely it won't change come 5.4. The only thing that'll change in 5.4 is that we'll actually have to start using defensive shit instead of like heroic strike. So as you can see, stamina. I even have dancing steel on my weapon. I would suggest using the dodge one. I just use dancing steel because damage. Why not? I don't care. And the dodge on the weapon is, since it's on hit, dodge is a little bit sketchy. And with at least Dancing Steel, you're at least doing more damage. You know, I think it's an all-around a better choice. Now, most of my gear is indeed what you're going to want to use. It's best in slot for what I have. The Mood Jade necklace, that's your best in slot by no means. Now, here's the thing, is that you could technically not use the 4 set. You could use off pieces. I have seen people do it. The only reason that I continue to is due to the fact that your abilities generate 50% more rage when used against targets afflicted by demoralizing shout. So that means that you're getting more rage, and more rage equals more mitigation or more threat. So that's how I look at it. So I think the 4-piece is something that you're going to always want to use, as even more so if you're a lower geared warrior. Definitely be using that 4 set. The only reason that I think more people in the heroic areas kind of start to back away from it is due to the fact that some of the heroic tier pieces are a little bit hard to get your hands on, because some of the fights are pretty ridiculous. So neck, best in slot. Your shoulders, best in slot. Your legendary cloak is going to be best in slot. I don't believe I have it anymore, but it's the cloak off of Darumu, so let's go ahead and look at that real quick. Here it is right here. It has a gem socket. That's basically the reason why it's best in slot. More stamina. You could put a gem in that and good to go. So our chest, tier chest, best in slot, 3 sockets, can't pass that up. Bracers, I mean, the bracers are, it's a throw up. There's a lot of kind of different bracers, especially since this is one of the ones that was just a random roll. So, you know, bracers, as long as it is, you know, the ones off of Tordos are pretty good. Where are they? There they are. The shell-coated wristbands. They don't have a socket, and it's kind of crappy. So, I mean, the Jinrock bracers, if you can get your hands on them, and if you can get them to roll correctly, that's the way you want to go. So you get the 2 sockets. Tier gloves, that's what you want. The belt off of Megara, obviously, best in slot no matter what. 3 sockets, can't pass that up. This is going to be your off piece. It's off Li Shen. 3 sockets on your pants is pretty stupid. Your tier set only has 2 sockets, not 3, meaning this is basically the whole reason why you're using offset pants. It's just because you're getting that extra socket. Pants off, or boots off Darumu. Your Jinrock's ring, Darumu's ring. So as you can kind of tell, there's like 3 things that you need off Jinrock. There's a crap ton of stuff you need off Primordius. So basically all the fights that are kind of stupid to get to on heroic are almost it's really hard. I mean, our druid is like one of the best geared people on the server, while I'm still kind of sitting back. I mean, I'm 544 elo. It's pretty freaking ridiculous, but you figure it out pretty quick. So obviously Soul Barrier is going to be one of your best in slot trinkets, and this is a throw up. You could technically use something else that's not the Jade Warlord figurine. There's a bunch of trinkets out there that are those like 486 or whatever the hell it was, or 489 trinkets. You can use any of those, the stamina ones, if you want to do what I'm doing, which is straight stamina. But there's a lot of ways to go around it. There's the Fortitude of the Zandalari. This is the only other trinket that I would suggest using. There's another one off, where is it at? It's Dark Animus. This trinket right here, you could use that, but once again, I just think stamina is the way to go. And the only reason I would say use the Fortitude is for the use, which is 88,000. But that's obviously heroic Thunder Forge, so obviously it's going to be a little bit less for regular. But you get the point. And your sword and board, obviously the shield, you're going to want the one off of Primordius. Not Primordius, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is Primordius, sorry. You're gonna want that one because it's dodge. The shield off Primordius and Li Shen are basically the same, except the shield off Li Shen is parry, and the one off of Primordius is dodge. And as I said, dodge is so much lower than parry, you want to try to get that dodge up. So obviously that's why you're gonna want that shield. Now, since I'm an orc, I chose to get the Heroic Thunderforge Worldbreaker Storm Scythe because I get hit and expertise, because you have to have that 15% hit cap, or expertise cap. If you are not hard capped on expertise, you are doing it wrong. You gotta make sure that you're getting that rage, and if you're fucking missing, getting parried, dodge on something like a shield slam, it's going to really affect you really badly. So you need to make sure you're 15% expertise, and you've got to make sure you're hit capped. 7.62 is what I'm at right now. So that's why I picked this one up. Hit expertise, plus I'm getting that orc passive with I get another % because I'm using an axe. Simple as that. So that's why I chose to use that instead of the acid spine bone mace, which of course gives you more defensive stats, which I chose not to use. So yeah, that's basically the kind of overview of it for now. I can and will be doing a more in-depth guide. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what's going on with warriors currently. Oh, one more thing I do want to say. So there's a big difference between 10 and 25 man for tanking warriors. There's a very large difference. You most likely would not be stacking stamina as heavily as I am. You would actually be getting a little bit more into the mastery, and the main reason is because in 25 man what you use is mostly shield barrier. You use shield barrier because you're getting a lot of you're getting a ridiculous amount of attack power. So that's going to obviously increase the absorb, which makes it actually worth using. Now if you're in 10 man, you're not going to be getting hit as hard, just because obviously not as many healers, not as much damage, right? So in 10 man, you're going to want to use shield barrier or shield block more, because it's going to give you, it's going to yield more for you than it would if shield barrier. If you were to use shield barrier, a full 60 rage shield barrier is not going to do as much as a shield block will in 10 man, just because you're not getting hit and hard enough to get the vengeance level that you want to use it at 25 man. So once again, that's why I'm stacking stamina. 25 man guild, I use shield block or shield barrier, excuse me, instead of shield block. So that's why. So I just want to get that out of the way right now. As for talents, it's very, it really is. It's a really throw up. Blizzard did a pretty good job of making it so it's not cookie cutter anymore, and that's been pretty obvious. Second Wind is going to be very cookie cutter, and I would say the same about Double Time. But from there up, it's basically preference. I would suggest Vigilance for this, and macro it to something, just because it's a 30% damage reduction for your off tank or whoever you choose to put it on, and it makes your taunt have no cooldown. So if you get high ad phases where there's a lot of ads running around, great, throw it on somebody and just literally start spamming taunt. Really great. Blade Storm to pick up a lot of ads, which is the reason why I have it. It's very helpful, gives you a lot of threat on a lot of ads really quickly, considering everybody does so much damage in my raids. So it's very helpful. Also, you can very much well get Shield Shockwave just for the stun, a little bit more crowd control. Dragon Roar if you really want to, more of the single target fights. Like I said, everything isn't really cookie cutter anymore, so all three of these talents are very useful. I would say Bloodbath or Avatar are your main choices. I go with Bloodbath to pair it up with Blade Storm. Very helpful for the AoE threat, because at the moment we're not really that high on AoE threat anymore, so I needed something to be able to grab a bunch of ads, hurl Cordon once again, to pick up all those ads and to hold them together while the ranged DPS destroy them. And since they're doing so much threat, like we have, you know, people doing like 200k, 300k TPS, I need to be able to keep up with that. And Blade Storm Bloodbath combination allows me to do that. So as you can see right here, I have Blade Storm. It's my number, well, technically 8, but Q for me. And Bloodbath is next to that. I press Q, and there you go. That's loud as fuck, but you get the point. So it's great for threat. Really great for threat. So I would suggest Bloodbath or Avatar. Once another great thing, just to get that damage out. That's really all it is. To get threat. That's it. Threat. Because it is going to become an issue. It really is. The DPS is starting to do such a ridiculous amount of threat that it is actually kind of hard to keep up if you don't have the amount of vengeance that you need to keep up. That's why, like I said, that AoE, Blade Storm, Bloodbath, it really does help. So anyways, guys, this was just a very general overview. I kind of skimmed over a lot of stuff, just kind of show you what was going on. I will make an in-depth guide just to kind of make you guys realize the actual in-depthness that comes with Warriors. I basically did go everything that I kind of wanted to go over. I'll show you guys a bit more about how you should reforge, looking into it to get that expertise, that hit, and then go for that dodge. But like I said, thanks guys for watching. I hope I was able to help you guys out with Warriors, as well as if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up on YouTube or in game. You know, Ryer, Fire Tree, one guild, really not hard to find me. So just let me know, guys. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you around. See ya.